Hi children, today we are going to learn that how we would do the coloring. So you can see that in front of you, you got a fish, right? So this fish is already colored, but the fish beneath it is not colored. So that means our task is that we have to color this fish. Now the point is that which colors we have to use in order to color this fish. You have to use these three colors which are given to you. This is the yellow color and this is the orange color and this is the pink color. That means we have to use these three colors to color this fish. Or you can also see that this fish also have the same colors, orange color, yellow color and pink color. So we are going to use these three colors in order to color this fish. So let's start from the face, right? So you can see that very clearly that this face has a orange color. That means first of all we would choose the orange color and then we would start coloring it. So for that you have to color first this area very quickly, and after doing it you have to color these boundaries. At that point you have to be very careful to make sure that you do not cross the lines. Otherwise, your picture would not be colored cleanly. So let's start coloring with me. Color the central area first, and you can do it quickly since there is no fear of crossing the line. Now you are left with this boundary area. So keep doing it very carefully so that you do not cross the lines. Keep doing it. You can do it. Now you have to color this boundary. You're left with this area. Now you have to color all the area which is around the eye. And you have to be very careful while doing it since it's the difficult part. Wow, we have done it very beautifully. Now Let's move towards another eye. Now let's start coloring all the area outside this circle. Here is the smile of the fish. And again, you have to be very careful while coloring this. Congratulations, kiddos. We are done with the face part. Now we have to color these circles on the face. And you can see very clearly that these are colored with the yellow color. So you have to pick the yellow color. And now let's start coloring these parts. First of all, fill with all the space inside. Once you are done with this, now you have to color all the area inside the boundaries very carefully. Keep doing it. So we are done with this thing as well. Now we have to circle this part. Again, fill all the area in the center. Now let's start coloring the boundary. So we are done with the face part. Now we have to color this area, right? So you can see that in this picture, we have used the yellow color. So again, let's start circling this area. Always color the inner space first and keep doing it. Now let's start coloring the boundaries. Now we have to color the inner boundary. For that, you have to keep coloring with full focus so that you do not cross the boundary. So we done with this area as well. Now we have to move towards the fins, right? So let's see what color we have to do over here. You can see very clearly that here, this area is filled with orange color. So we have to choose the orange color. And now let's start coloring this pen. Keep coloring this inner space of the fish body. Now you have to slow down since you have to color the boundaries. Keep coloring. So we are almost done with the front body. Now we will move towards the wings, right? And here in case of fish, we call them fins. Now, what is the color of these fins? Orange color. So, we will fill this area with the orange color and this part with the pink color, which you can see in this colored fish. So, let's start coloring it. So, we are done with the boundary of the fin as well. Now, let's move towards another fin. Keep coloring. Now get slow down. Congratulations, kiddos. We are done with the coloring of these two fins. Now we have to color this part and this part with the pink color. So first we would choose the pink color. Now let's start coloring these outlines of the fins. Slow down so that you don't cross the boundaries. Now let's start coloring the boundary of the second fin. So we are done with these two fins. Now let's see what other part we have to color first. Okay, so we have this fin and this fin as well. We can color the outlines of these fins with the pink color before we move towards the other parts which require coloring of an other color. Keep coloring. Slow down since this is the most difficult as there's no space inside it. Now let's move towards the outline of an other fin. Keep doing it. So we are done with this outline as well. Now we have to color this body part as well. Can you tell me that which color we have to fill? You can see it from here. Yes, we have to fill the yellow color. So let's choose the yellow color and start coloring it. Always fill the inner space first. Keep coloring. Now we have to color the boundaries. So slow down a bit. Now we have to color this outer boundary of this particular region. Now let's start coloring this area. So we are done with this part as well. Now we have to color this area with the orange color. So let's choose the orange color and start coloring it. You can do it. You just have to stay focused and slow down when it comes to boundaries. Now slow down when it comes to boundaries. Keep doing. At the end, you would get a very beautiful colored fish. And you would be so proud of yourself. Now, let's start coloring this outer boundary. We have to be extra careful so that we do not fall out of the line. Now let's start coloring this left region. So we are done coloring this part as well. And we are left with this fin and this fin, which we have to color with the pink region. Now we are left with this part and this part, which we have to color with the pink color, right? So let's start coloring this area. Now we have to color this outline as well. Congratulations, kiddos. We are done with the coloring for most of the parts and we are left with only two parts, right? From here, the tail begins. So first of all, we would color this region with the yellow color. As you can see over here, this is also colored with yellow color. So choose a yellow color and now let's start coloring with the yellow color. First of all, color the inner space. Let's start coloring the outlines. Now you have to color this boundary also. Now we are left with the tail. And can you tell me which color we have to do over here? Here we have to do the orange color, right? So choose the orange color and start coloring it. Color all this space. Now you have to color the boundaries. Now you're left with the outline of the tail, which of course you have to color with the pink color. So I choose the pink color and now I would quickly complete this last part. Now let's complete the boundary area. Congratulations, kiddos. We are done with the coloring of this beautiful fish. And you can see very clearly that this fish is colored exactly same as this fish that is already colored, right? So first of all, you have to look at the picture very carefully and you have to see that how many colors are used in order to color this picture. And you can see very clearly that there are only three colors. The first one is the orange color, then we got yellow color, and then at the last we got this pink color to outline the fins and the tail of the fish, right? So you have to have these three colors so that once you colored this fish, you got exactly same image as the one which is already given to you. I hope that makes sense to you, kiddos. Thank you so much.